Guys, crazy thing happened, and yeah, I'm pulling up the tweet here of my own account so I can like shamelessly shill my account subtly without like overtly shilling it. But the crazy thing is I was on YouTube and I saw this recommended on my homepage. Literally YouTube recommending a short of Karina Boker from like, was it 4 years ago or 5 years ago, whatever it was, when she's announcing that she's the VA for Paimon and Genshin Impact. What is the algorithm doing, man? The algorithm got a sense of humor. And since we're here already, I mean, well, let's just play a second of this, shall we?
It's me, voice actor Karina Becker, and I'm announcing that I am the voice of Paimon in Genshin Impact.
Oh my gosh, dude.
I'm so happy that you're all having a much fun time playing the game, and I'm gonna celebrate by eating a lot of this food.
Check out the comments here. Not anymore, you drama maker. Haha, lol. This is sad and funny. Archer the drama with them. Not the algorithm recommending this to me after Paimon changed VA. Not anymore. Not anymore. Nuh-uh. No, you're not. Hope this helps. Whenever people use the hope this helps line against Karina, it's the funniest thing. That, of course, being the line from her crash out video, her infamous crash out video. The one where she's like, don't listen to YouTubers. They're all lying to you. Hello? They're just trying to get money. And she's like, you don't know anything. You don't know anything because you're not a VA. Blah, blah, blah. Hope this helps. Like, ends the video. I probably didn't need to reenact the whole thing, but I mean, I kind of wanted to. All right. She was emergency food. Now she won't have any food to eat. I'm dead, bro. That comment, that one killed it. This aged well. I can't believe I was recommended this after the VA replacement. Just saw the new VA algorithm telling me something. Good riddance. This didn't age well. Aged like milk. Everyone's just laughing. You get the point. Let's move on. But that was definitely funny. Actually, I got one more thing on the note about the comment saying that like now she won't have food to eat. Remember how Karina was complaining about not getting paid on time from Hoyoverse? Could you imagine if they like terminated her a few months ago and like did this whole replacement thing, but for some reason Karina was thinking she still needed to get paid by them or something, even when they like paid her all the money she was due? And she's like accusing Hoyoverse of not paying her, and it's like, dude, you don't even have the job anymore. Like, what the frick are you talking about? Obviously I just made that up, but like I would not be surprised if that's what really happened and she just was like clueless, like not realizing it, expecting to get paid for some reason, you know? Like she says so much nonsense. I wouldn't be surprised if that nonsensical scenario was actually a reality, is my point. Enough about that for now though, guys, because we've got Valeria Rodriguez, the VA for Sucrose in Genshin Impact, and she's very mad. She says, I got Hoyo fans yelling at me still about the drama. So to settle this once and for all, even though this really doesn't matter right now, I will not apologize. I am not sorry. I feel negative remorse. Oh, wow, guys, negative remorse. And I stand by what I said, which was, checks notes, thumbs down. I truly believe the adult man who knowingly stole a job from another adult man will be just fine regardless of what I think about him or comment on his posts. Stole a job? That's a very disingenuous way of framing it, but okay, go off. I don't condone the threats he received, but I've been receiving threats since I got into the public eye. It sucks, but it's not like Hoyo. Gotcha fans haven't said some of the most vile things I've ever read in DMs and in comments. I'm not bothered by it anymore. Funnily, not bothered by it anymore goes on this crash out rant though, okay. Funnily enough, it made me grow a thicker skin. I won't delete my page, won't stop doing VO, and will not take back my words. It's freaking ridiculous. Y'all got me tweeting this just as it seems we may enter World War III. All of you are completely ridiculous. How are you going to call people ridiculous as you're typing all this out, posting it? Your priorities are skewed, and you know no true empathy or subjectiveness. From now on, I'll be hiding and blocking any further idiocy. Oh, that's my favorite part when they start hiding tweets, because it means we can go to the initial tweet here. I'll show you right now. And this button that just popped up, this lets you see the hidden tweets. So the ones that they really don't want us to see. In this case, Valeria really doesn't want us to see. So that's going to be so fun, but we'll get to that in a second. Where did we leave off, guys? Right here. Okay. What the frick is this? I got people tagging ICE and talking about being excited for me to be deported after being fired, and I'm the classless one. I'd like to make it clear, all I ever said was those 3 emojis. I never spoke about this man's family, income, or anything else, but it is what it is. I'm not only going to add one last thing, because every single quote, tweet, and more, and more comments are taken out of context. Someone brought all this BS back up under my post about the ICE raid / protest. That's the only reason it's being brought up, and I'm even talking about it. And response is locked. But now let's go back and take a look at the hidden responses. As you can see at the very top here, it does indeed say hidden replies. And already the first one at the top looks hilarious. If someone refuses to do their job for months, I think it's reasonable to find someone else to do it. So was the job really stolen, or was it lost for a valid reason? And then someone not obligated to the strike took over a job which isn't even union in the first place. This person speaks just facts. And of course, Valeria has no actual response and just hides the whole thing. Can't acknowledge it, doesn't want anyone to see it. Well, now a whole lot more people are going to see it. I also particularly enjoy this hidden response. This person tags me in the comments. She sees that. It's like, oh, no, not Hero Hey. Please, no, please don't let him see this. I can't be in a video, not a Hero Hey video, please. Other hidden replies, such as, he didn't steal the job. John left that role the moment he decided not to work, and he only worked for 6 weeks. Jacob didn't steal the job, and Hoyoverse is non-union and wasn't struck, so I'm hoping you get recasted. You're a terrible person. Another one saying, the fact you're still defending jumping on the train of harassing a new coworker is appalling. People get jobs. Someone was going to take the new role. It's impossible to assume it would stay open forever. Check it out. We got Genshin leaker Ubacha here too, saying, I lashed out and harassed someone in my line of work because a coworker got recast due to refusal to work, while we were all engaging in a collective work refusal. And rather than attempting to make amends, I'll make it worse. But Valeria's not the only VA crashing out recently. We've also got Shara Kirby. I think I read this post the other day, but there is a follow-up, so we'll get to that once we read this. She says here, PSA, if y'all come over here from that other site just to harass my mentions, you won't be engaged. Just blocked and muted. I don't have the time nor energy to deal with jobless losers. Yeah, I remember people were laughing at that comment, saying that that was ironic coming from Shara Kirby from this click. Thanks. Glad that my union has made voicing in games safer for all. Only wish certain companies do the same. And like I said before too, this is not the case. They haven't made it safer for all. Miss us with the manipulative rhetoric. It's failed before, it'll fail again. Shara Kirby wasn't done there. She went on to say, also, if y'all asking that company to fire me months after the fact, don't worry about it. I already quit. Did y'all not see the screenshots that y'all love to post? I truly don't care, and I am still getting employed on multiple fronts, so now what? You gotta love how Shara Kirby and Valeria both talk about how much they don't care about this stuff as they crash out and talk about it. Yeah, they really don't care though, guys. Seriously. And why is she all terrified to like name things properly? In this tweet, she's like, if y'all come here from that other site. And this one, she's like, if y'all asking that company. It reminds me back when we had all those Twitter police getting mad at Hogwarts Legacy and anyone who plays Hogwarts Legacy, and they like refuse to name it. They would call it that wizard game. Making all this even funnier is we've once again got Sean Laraway. VA click here on Blue Sky, typical as ever. Sean Laraway says in the responses to Shara Kirby, I will never understand how real people can look at this entire situation with Hoyoverse and think the billion-dollar company isn't in the wrong. Well, as we pointed out before, it's a very rare thing you guys manage to accomplish. Usually people don't side with the corpos, but you guys came off so unlikable and manipulative that people actually decided the corpo is better than y'all. So what you think makes all of us look bad actually just makes you guys look worse. That's the reality of it. But he goes on to try and form his own reality, saying, I'm truly sorry you, Kaylee, Karina, and other VAs are being harassed by a community that refuses to listen what is really happening. Yeah, like I said, hilarious that he's trying to talk about what is really happening as he lives in his little alternate reality hive mind on Blue Sky with these other VAs in the clique. What the heck is this, bro? Another example of these VAs being cowardly and like not naming things? Why is that a trend for these people? What the frick is going on here? It's so weird. It happens again right here, presumably with Mujin, but you'll see, like, doesn't name Mujin. Sean Laraway says, as someone who avoids Twitter like the plague, I was not aware of some voice actors' feelings toward ending the strike earlier than it did. It's not my place to comment on it. I just hope that whatever conversations are happening after this fallout are healthy and productive and not on socials. I would strongly avoid taking the word of that YouTuber in particular because of him specifically referring to any and all striking actors as entitled. You guys are. Here's hoping we as artists continue to work on amazing art for humans by humans. Also, that we keep the industry human first, regardless of what role AI will come into play. Yeah, you say that, but then get mad when entitled humans get replaced by more professional, hardworking, caring humans. Funny how that works, isn't it? And so myself and a lot of other people call these VAs entitled because this is a reasonable term to call them. They act very entitled. But I don't think I've like specifically said that in a little while. I don't know the last time I said it, but I think Mujin was the most recent person to, in a video, call these VAs entitled. And so that's why I'm presuming that Sean Laraway is referring to Mujin's video here when he's talking, like vague posting and like whining about a video. Probably it's Mujin's. But again, I just can only guess because for some reason these grown adults have a trend of vague posting as they whine on social media, or specifically on Blue Sky. So yeah, make of it what you will. But it also reminds me when Allegra Clark about a month ago made her statement wanting the strike to end, saying a bunch of other stuff too, but that was one of her main points, that the strike should end. And then you had a bunch of yays in the Blue Sky clique getting mad at Allegra Clark. But once again, they were vague posting. They were not naming her. They were like, oh, a certain VA recently said the strike should end, and here's why that takes bad, and they're acting like a bad person, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, let me know why you guys think these VAs in the clique post like this, vague post like this. I don't know. It's freaking weird. I'm curious to know what you guys think about it. The final thing I'll close with is I find it very interesting that the official SAG strike is done, and SAG's trying to flaunt this as some great dub. But you can see that a lot of the VAs in the union seem like they're more upset than ever right now. So just rather interesting, isn't it? Let me know what you guys think about all this stuff in the comments. And you might notice my voice is still kind of like messed up. It's freaking annoying. I mentioned it yesterday at the end of the video that my voice feels like it's kind of like going easily. But there's actually so many videos that I want to make. I got like a backlog of videos I want to make and some that I want to react to and some other stuff I'm working on. But before I step up production, I definitely need my voice to be all better. So I mean, I can't imagine it's going to take more than a few days. So probably in a few days, I'll be 100%. And then we will be back in full and then some. So that's exciting. Thank you guys for understanding. And thank you for tuning in. Consider liking and or subscribing if you enjoyed the coverage. Appreciate you. And I'll see you in the next one.